from PRX.
Friends beyond the binary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the podcaster who is here to keep you company, take your mind off stuff, be a little bit silly, and but in the sense of like a friend, like a strange friend who doesn't even know how to start his own podcast. Because it's a podcast that's always going never getting started, always going nowhere. So if you're looking for a podcast that does that kind of stuff, or you say, I don't understand, you may be in the right place. It's a friendly show. It really is meant to put barely a smile on your face as you fall asleep. So I'm glad you're here. Regular listeners, I'm so glad to see you. New listeners, welcome. I'll tell you, this is a podcast that's just meant to be a friend in the deep, dark night. You'll learn more soon. Structurally, what to expect. We got some support. That's how the show comes out. Free twice a week. Then separate from the support is a long, meandering intro. Not only does it explain what the podcast is, pretty unsuccessfully, but in a fun way, it also helps ease you into bedtime or help you start to wind down. Then there'll be a bedtime story. I think it's going to be a crossover episode. Kind of, we've already done one crossover episode with our friends from Alba Salix, but this one is kicking off a season of Salix, as we say, or I'm just saying now. So it'll be fun. This will be a crossover episode with the Alba Salix podcast. And then there's some thank yous at the end. So I'm glad you're here. Give the show a few tries. That's what hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people have told me in a lot of different terms. Hey, this podcast, it takes some getting used to because it's always going nowhere. I didn't even understand what that meant. So I'm glad you're here. And, let's just see how it goes. Welcome to Sleep With Me, the podcast that's here to put you to sleep. And these sponsors are how we're able to do it for free twice a week. Hey, everybody, this is Scoots, and this is where I talk about Sleeping with Plus and supporting the show. I'm going to try to do this one pretty fast with a couple questions. This only goes out if you're a regular listener to Sleep With Me. So if you're new or the show's just something you listen to every once in a while, this is not important, really. But if you're a regular listener, the question is, does Sleep With Me help you at all, right? Does it help you in a unique way, like help you fall asleep or break up the thoughts or ease the loneliness in the deep, dark night? Distract you from physical sensations or whatever, does it do anything for you? And does the sleep you get or the relief you get make your life any better? And if the answers to those questions are yes, and you can afford to support the show, this is a time when I'm really asking people, hey, what would it be worth to you if we stopped making Sleep With Me? Like, would you pay to get it back? Like you'd say, if Sleep With Me does make your life better by helping you get to sleep, or it does help you in the deep, dark night feel less alone, or you just like it, and we stopped making it, I said, hey, would you pay for to get back? Like, how much would Sleep With Me be worth to you? Say, hey, let's restart it. Let me put a quarter in the machine. What it does for you be worth to you to say, hey, I really want to get that back? And if the answer is like, hey, it would be worth $20 to me, or it'd be worth $50 to me, think about supporting the show at Sleep With Me Plus. Obviously, most people support it much less than that because the show could really use your support right now, and we never have to cross that threshold. So if the show does something for you in a unique way, you like the podcast, and you can afford to support it, just don't wait. Sign up for Sleep With Me Plus, sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus, sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus. That's sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus. Thanks, everybody. All right, everybody, it's time for the Sleepy Supporter Zone, and the Sleepy Supporter Zone is probably going to be changing here in the future. Our longtime editor, Karl W., who edited the Sleepy Supporter Zones, crossed that great rainbow bridge to the place where all the dogs run free. And Karl was a huge animal person, so Karl's up there running with those sweet, sweet dogs we all love. Karl's been an amazing person to work with. He's really going to be missed. I know all those dogs are happy to have him, but we're going to miss him here. Karl's been with the show since 2016. I met him at a podcast meetup years before that. And you can find out more, I shared more about it on social media and Discord and on like our support channels and stuff like that. But Karl was a part of the community. Karl took action to create positive change, just like we talk about. Even when I was looking for places and different things, Karl would tell me about them. And so we're going to be sharing in the show notes of our shows 2 places you could support. New York City Mesh and Sean Casey Animal Rescue. Those are 2 causes that are very close to Karl's heart that Karl was actively involved in. And if you want to support the show, if you want to support all that hard work, years and years of hard work behind the scenes so that you could get a good night's sleep that Karl did. And then when Karl wasn't editing the show, Karl was using his time to support other people, other beings in our world. So please consider supporting one of those 2 organizations. And then we'll kind of go from here of like what changes we're going to make with the Sleepy Supporter Zone and stuff like that. But please check out those organizations. If you're in need of extra support, there's lists of organizations in there. And there's also other organizations if you want to be a part of positive change. Mystery Bar, there's a lot of people who help on this show, including Karl W. Who are they?
Chris Posty Poster Son sounds like an earful. Wrote the theme song. Edits episodes. Karl W. the legend. Also edits episodes. Ashley, Kenny, Scotty, Jennifer. Runner. Eric and the team at Astound are on the website. I am the mystery bar. I do the lullabies, yeah. I do commissions at jonathanmann.net. I'll write a song for you. Any reason at all. You can tell me the story and I'll make it personal. You see the kindness shine straight on through when the listeners form their own Facebook group. Keith, Stacy, Sarah, Julie, and Jennifer. These are your moderators. Get support dear Scooter on Patreon. Buy the merch and support the sponsors. You can find anything you want at sleepwithmepodcast.com. And we're so proud that we could dance. Rusty Biscuit, Lois, Anna like banana. Leah does the transcript.
Thanks, Mystery Bard. Don't forget to check out the show notes and support some of those organizations that Karl supported. And what do you say we slow it down and get on with the show? Hey, are you up all night tossing, turning, mind racing, trouble getting to sleep, trouble staying asleep? Well, welcome. This is Sleep With Me, the podcast that puts you to sleep. We do it with a bedtime story. All you need to do is get in bed, turn out the lights, and press play. I'm going to do the rest. I'm sorry, I got mixed up. I'm not even kidding. Because I'm recording this, when you're hearing this, it won't be the holiday season. But some part of my brain interrupted the beginning of the podcast to try to figure out a way to work a joke reference, like a reference to like a imaginary Hallmark holiday film into not into the intro, but into an email I'm going to send later. And I don't know if your brain interrupts you at bedtime, but so podcast puts you to sleep. We do it with a bedtime story. All you got to do is get in bed, turn out the lights, and press play. I'm going to do the rest. What I'm going to attempt to do is create a safe place where you could set aside whatever's keeping you awake. That could be thoughts, about the past, present, the future. That was the future thoughts where I was going to be funnier. And then I did interrupt, some part of my brain was trying to edit it, and I said, I don't know, you can't send an email about a holiday, you can't joke about Hallmark holiday movies in an email. And then the part of my brain that was interrupting me said, what do you mean? It's going to be so funny. And I had to say, my editing brain said, well, because a lot of people, they don't need your opinion. We don't need a snarky joke about Hallmark holiday films. Well, it's not going to be snarky. It's going to be a made-up reference. I said, okay, but what if they don't know it's like a made-up reference? Because I said, what's the reference? Because it's probably already a movie. And it said, Sealing Santa with a Kiss. And I said, nope. They said, well, something with a kiss with Santa in there. And I said, okay, well, by the way, that's when I said, I'm actually trying to introduce a sleep podcast here. And I think that's a pretty good metaphor because at bedtime, I don't know, my brain is, if there's we always occasionally talk about different superpowers that I wouldn't say they're outdated, superpowers that don't have any use. Inopportune time You say, well, I can think about stuff at the inopportune time. What do you say? Keeping me awake at night, interrupting my podcast intros. But yeah, no, it's just it is a superpower. But I guess then they'd say, this is a person I don't want to listen to anyway. Say, well, actually, it only becomes a superpower in its implementation. It's just a power. And I say, thanks a lot. Like, sounds like your superpower is being a downer. Well, you're being a downer. And I say, you're right. I own that. I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to. It's just that I kind of, strangely enough, I felt some esteem at possibly being the greatest person, one of the great people on the planet that can think of the thoughts without power of thinking. Like, just like if it comes out of my magic belt, it comes out of somewhere. It's a power, and it's inopportune thoughts. And you're right. I guess best not implement. Here's the thing. I don't have a choice about the implementation either. And believe it or not, the irony is that it actually has come in pretty handy making the show. So in some sense, my inopportune thoughts are a superpower, because it's helping people take their mind off of stuff. More importantly, be able to relate, because they have those thoughts sometimes too. You say, here's a great idea. I'm about to take the SATs. Well, I was thinking, what if we, whatever you're going to say next, I'm trying to take this test right now, because I know you're about to say something about waffles, and I don't think it's going to be handy right now. Especially at bedtime, it's more about stuff like studying. Here's an idea. I got a new filing system. It's going to fix everything. And then it would start to dissect my lack of, then it would say, well, here's the reasons we need a new filing system, buddy. So it could be thoughts, could be feelings about those thoughts. Oh boy, I've had a few, even in these few moments we've been together. So it could be feelings about those thoughts, or feelings that are just there, emotions, physical sensations. It could be changes in time, temperature, routine, work schedule. I just got off the phone with somebody that works 8 to 4, 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. They don't listen to the podcast, but they were telling me how, what it was like. And, so it could be work schedule. You could have you could be anticipating something, going through something, getting over something, going somewhere, having someone come to you. The reason I run through some of that stuff is so you're not alone. And you may feel alone. You say, yeah, that's not you're just a podcast. And I'd say, well, here's the thing. I know how it feels in the deep, dark night. I know how it feels to dread going to bed. I know how it feels to wonder, what do you mean, how am I going to fall asleep if I can't stop thinking about falling asleep? Why doesn't anybody in my life understand this? I know how that feels. I know what it feels like being in a house full of people and everybody's asleep but you. And the only reason I go through that is if you felt one of those feelings, I know how that feels. But even if you're feeling something different, if you're going through something I haven't experienced and I can't relate to, I know there's someone listening somewhere in the world, maybe in someplace similar to you or maybe someplace very different, that has those same feelings, has been through something, if not the same thing, something very similar. And right now, that person is in bed doing the equivalent of leaning forward, nodding their head for you to kind of send some energy. Well, you're not alone. I know how that feels. And that is important. Probably the most important thing I'll say, on the show. In addition to that, is that you deserve a bedtime you don't have to dread. You deserve a bedtime where you could get the rest you need. You deserve a bedtime you could look forward to or feel neutral about. And I'm here to attempt to provide that, because if you get the rest you need, your life is going to be more manageable. And then if you get the rest you need on a regular basis, or like me, mostly on a regular basis, you have a bedtime routine. It works for you most of the time. You could be out there flourishing. That means your world's a better place. It means our world's a better place. And that's important to me. That's, It really means a lot to me. And it means a lot to me, again, because I know how it feels. So, I mean, I can joke about it too. Like my brain says, what about waffles? See, I'm about to take a test here, man. I'm about to give a speech. Why you got to be, did you ever notice how our hair feels? And I wonder if it only feels that way because we should be self-conscious about it. And I say, I'm about to give a speech in front of a bunch of people. So, what I do here is I send my voice across the deep, dark night. I'm going to use lulling, soothing, creaky, dulcet tones, pointless meanders, and superfluous tangents, all to take your mind off of stuff and keep you company so you could fall asleep, which means the show doesn't make a lot of sense. I think I kind of explained that earlier. I go on a lot of tangents. I go out, then I forget what I was talking about. Then I double back, get lost, add in some filler words. Oh, boy, do I. So, so what about, why is the show so hard to listen to initially? I'm only laughing because this is just the emails I get. It's the truth. Well, one, if you can't sleep, you're going to have some feelings about it, probably be in a mood. I'm not even judging, and that mood could be very strong. So you could find this podcast when you're having some strong feelings. And you see, you got to be kidding me. I thought this was going to put me right to sleep. And I'll explain, no, we don't really put you right to sleep. So if you're skeptical or doubtful, that's how most people get here. Either you're searching for this podcast or somebody recommended it and then somebody else recommended it, or you heard about it. And it usually takes a couple tries. So just see how it goes. Now, if you already loathe me and the podcast and you'll never listen again, I would still leave the door open because I've gotten the email many times of people that pay for the show that said that, and now they pay for the podcast. They listen so much. But I do have a website set up, sleepwithmepodcast.com/no thank you. And actually, statistically, there was this person did a presentation about it at a conference I wasn't at. They showed this constellation of shows that Sleep With Me is connected to. And I'm pretty sure part of it is sleepwithmepodcast.com/no thank you because it helps other people discover sleep podcasts or sleepy stuff. So just see how it goes, and, we'll go from there. What else? So most people don't like the show when they first listen to it. One part is that it's a podcast you kind of just barely listen to. And like I said, it never gets started. It's never going anywhere. Kind of. It does go somewhere, just slowly. So that's it's almost like looking at a picture and it's out of focus and you're like, okay, I'm going to kind of look at the picture then. I'm going to kind of barely pay attention. Some people listen to me to mumble and some people pay attention, but like in a loose way. Or you could pay full attention. That's cool. There's people who are listening who can't sleep or who need a break during the day. And that's why the other thing is true. Even though this is a podcast to put you to sleep, it doesn't put you to sleep. I'm here to keep you company while you fall asleep. There's something, there's no pressure to fall asleep. The reason the shows are over an hour is so you have plenty of time to drift off. Or if you just need company, I'm here to keep you company. I'm here to be your bore friend, your bore bae, your bore sib, your bore bud, your bore bestie, your neighbor, and to keep you company while you drift off, to take your mind off stuff, your bore bud, your bore bores, your bore bee, your friend in the deep, dark night. Because this podcast more takes your mind off of stuff, and then you fall asleep. The other thing that could throw people off is the structure of the show. The show is designed in a very deliberate way, and then it is adjustable as you become a regular listener. But the majority of people consume this ad-supported podcast linearly, and that's just what works best for them. But then a lot of people adjust the podcast too. So I'm going to explain that, right? So the show starts off with the greeting. Friends beyond the binary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Then I say something else silly. For new people, hopefully that makes you feel seen and welcomed in. And you say, okay, I could check that podcast out. And for my regular listeners, like, hey, what's up? You say, welcome back. Good to see you again. All right, Scoots is going to not know what he's talking about very soon. So it's kind of welcome in. Then there's support. So the podcast, paying for the podcast is optional. And that's just what most people like. You could sign up at Sleep With Me Plus for ad-free episodes. You could earn ad-free episodes for free by sleepwithmepodcast.com/refer. So those are ways you could get ad-supported shows, including just by referring people to the show, and then you get it at no cost. Then there's a long, meandering intro meant to ease you into bedtime. And the intro is separate from the support. It's different every time, but it follows a similar structure. And again, that is also twofold. Now, there is about 2% of people that skip the intro, start the show, 20, 30 minutes. There's also people that pay and listen to our story-only edition. But for most people, the intro is meant to ease you into bedtime. It's not so much meant to put you to sleep. It's meant to kind of take your mind off of stuff. It's different every time, but the familiar structure... I don't know. It's just like, okay, how's Scoot's going to mess up his own intro? Or what random stuff is he going to talk about? Because he's had a lot of superpowers over the years, including forgetting what his superpowers are. But he just remembered that it was inopportune thoughts. That would be a lot. We'd say, what are you, IP man? That's already a hero. And it's also like a, whole corporate thing. Also, it does not go with inopportune thoughts, IoT, that's Internet of Things. They're all taken, man. I don't have anything, IOPT. That's like, what is that, a conference for, IOPT. I'm going to the IOPT concert or conference. I'm a superhero. It's not a conference. I'm a superhero. My power is inopportune thoughts. Are you sure? And are you sure your power isn't thoughts at inopportune times? So, boy, you have like a sense. You have a sense of inopportune talking to me. Did you know I'm within you? Oh yeah, thanks for pointing that out. So okay, where was I? Oh, the intro is meant to ease you into bedtime. Not so much to put you to sleep. It's a buffer between the day and the bedtime story, which will come later. So most people don't fall asleep during the intro, but you could. But what I would recommend is trying out, doing some chill activity or getting ready for bed as you listen to the intro. And whether it's even lying around or, making your bed and then getting in it, or doodling, or again, doing your getting ready for bed routine. And that'll help ease you into bedtime, just like the intro does. Then there'll be our bedtime story, 20, 30 minutes into the show. But don't worry, it'll be this amazing crossover episode with Alba Salix. And I think what we'll do is recently run the first episode we did, and then we'll do this episode too. So this is going to be really fun. So I'm glad you're here. I work really hard. I earn and I strive. Thanks again for coming by. And, a team of us work so hard because we really want you to fall asleep. So thank you again for coming by. And here's a couple ways we're able to do it for you for free twice a week. Sleep With Me is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. Support for Sleep With Me comes from Odoo. If you feel like you're wasting your time and money with your current business software, or just want to know what you could be missing, then you need to join the millions of other users who switched to Odoo. Odoo is the affordable, all-in-one management software with a library of fully integrated business applications that help you get more done in less time for a fraction of the price. To learn more, visit odoo.com/with me. That's ODOO.com/with me. Odoo, modern management made simple. All right, buddy, Scoot's here. I'm not sure what I said in the intro because I recorded that about 2 weeks ago. But so this is even something, a newer idea than what I talked about in the intro. And this is going to be part of a new ongoing thing, which is a crossover of season 1 and then eventually season 2 and season 3 of Alba Salix. And this is something like thinking about the long-term sustainability of the podcast, of other great podcasts that are out there. And also like thinking about how we were impacted by the strike and wondering, like reevaluating the kind of regular TV recap episodes. As I'm recording this, I don't know 100% of our schedule if these Alba Salix ones will be plugged in where we used to do TV recaps, or we'll move to a fourth style of episode. Because right now we put out random style episodes, episodically modular episodes, and then TV recap or movie tell the tape episodes. And we have done like one-off crossover episodes, and we've repeated those with like Night Water and a bunch of other podcasts, but this one is going to be ongoing, going through the whole season of the fiction podcast Alba Salix, which we did episode 1 of. And that'll come out soon as episode 1, and then we'll go into the series. But for this episode, I thought it'd be cool to do something new that we've never done before. Because with the episodic and modular episodes, what we do is at the end of the season, I look back at the creation of those and kind of give you a behind the scenes. What I'm going to do now is give you a little bit of behind the scenes in a sense of what it looks like to do a crossover episode, because it's been probably a couple of years since we did the original Alba Salix season 1, episode 1 crossover episode. And a part of the reason it's hard for me to do fiction podcasts and I'm glad we arranged this. And this is something we've been working on for years. But it's just like with Alba Salix, with Eli and Sean and everybody, and myself, you're just so busy making your own stuff. Like even trying to arrange this, the logistics is tough. And so what I thought I'd do with this episode is do a table read, because a couple of things going into making this now. It will be so what a table read is like when a cast sits down and just reads through the script without kind of not kind of as practice and feeling it out. And since it's been a while since this cast, the Sleep With Me cast, has played the roles of Alba Salix, that was kind of like a pilot episode we shot 2 or 3 years ago. And then suddenly they said, you know what, we want to greenlight the whole season of Alba Salix with, the sleepy edition. Alba Snoozelix. We didn't even think about what we would call it. So that's part of it. It's like getting back into the characters slowly. So this will kind of be a table read style one. So what you'll hear is episode 1, and then this episode will be episode 2, and then we'll do 3, 4, and 5, like the rest of the season 1. But this one may be a little dissonant from episode 1, so it's done more as a table read, so I can get back, all the cast can get back into the characters. So a little bit of a behind-the-scenes style one. So yeah, that's the plan, and we'll be putting these out on a regular basis. And to kind of pretend this is a table read and the cast is coming in. I mean, the cast is all in my mind, and kind of go through it like everybody's coming in fresh, kind of like the first day of school. So we're going to start with season 2, episode 1, birds and buds, buds roaming around. And this transcript was originally posted by Eli on November 14th, 2014. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, have a seat. So kind of open up. This is season 1, episode 2. This is where Alba tends to her 2 least favorite patients. Magnus receives some advice from the local wildlife, and there are going to be some things we have to do to keep it sleepy. So we'll have to look at that. So is everybody ready? Okay, and I'll be doing the setup in the direction. I'm Scoots. How's everybody doing today? Great. Alba, yeah, Magnus, everybody's going to stay in character. I know it's been a while since everybody's played these roles. We're going to do great. And, you could just do it in, this style of voice if you want. Holly, okay, yeah. And yeah, sure, I'll play the extra role since we're a little short-staffed today. All right, so it opens the exterior garden dawn. There's morning birds, and then there's a knocking on a wooden door. Hi, Alba here. Oh, Magnus, it's time to get up. Okay, Magnus, I'm getting my magnetic Magnus. Okay, we're just doing the table read, Magnus, thanks. Magnus. Okay, hold your horses. The door opens and there's tools. Oh boy, it's dark out, Alba. Why'd you wake me up in the middle of the night? It's practically dawn. Practically, but not actually dawn. Alba, this is Magnus speaking. That's therefore night. Okay, here, take this bottle. I need you to collect the dewdrops from the grass. What for? A lot of spells, Magnus, call for moondrops, dewdrops collected the night of a full moon. Moon drops. Oh, man, but that means bending over, Alba, you remember I had that dance off. I'm still sore from all that dancing. You're fine, and it's time for you to start. This is not we're sharing our resources, Magnus. Now, get busy. Like the dew does, the dew does not gather itself, and the moon dew that you will do, Magnus. So get to it before the sun comes up and they burn off. This is inhumane treatment, Ugh. Well, here's one dewdrop, two. Oh, these are moon drops. One moon drop. Have you ever met a gumdrop, moon drop? Man, these things are small. Like I could use a jar or a funnel or something. Quackity quack quack, I'm a bird. I offer thee a tiny clue. What, who's there? Who are you, what are you talking, bird? I offer thee a tiny clue to catch the precious morning dew. You're a bird, and you're talking to me. Tweedly-deet, tweedly-deedly-deet, tweedle-deet, I am a bird. Okay, I must be tired. I just got to get some coffee. This talking birds are not, I sing a song to every drop. This is a bird talking, and I'm telling you, Magnus, sing a song to every drop. I'm sorry, excuse me? Into the bottle, it will pop. Wait, are you giving me, you're not serious, are you giving me, Magnus, advice? I'm sorry, sing a song to every drop. Wait, am I supposed to sing a song to every drop or sing a song to every drop? It doesn't matter because I'm not singing to dewdrops or moondrops or any drops. I wouldn't sing to gumdrops. I mean, I'm just trying to catch. I don't even enjoy catching these tiny. Oh my goodness! Drops another one. Sing a song, Magnus. I am not singing. Go away. Do I tell you how to be a talking bird or how to do whatever? What job does a talking bird even have? Sing a song to every drop. Okay, you got to get. Can't you go follow some worms or something? Hit the road. Bye, Magnus. But sing a song to every drop into the bottle. It will pop. Okay, go ahead. One more rhyme, and I'm going to be dancing. I'm going to be doing a bird dance, and it won't be a mating dance. If you catch my drift. Tweedly, deet. Did you catch that, Magnus? That was my bird with narrowed eyes and a furrowed brow. Tweedly, deet. Flappity, 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 flappity. Good morning, Holly here. Wrong on both counts, Holly. Oh, Magnus, it is a beautiful morning, and last night I flew to the stone circle in the Golden Glade with 11 other fairies. We did a dance to the full moon and tried this amazing wine I made from starberries. Well, aren't you special? Why are you such a grumpy goose, Magnus? Let's see. I've been picking up moon dew. How come don't call it moon dew? I mean, my whole life, I've got a backache from a dance-off, and I barely even remember. I have to sleep in the tool shed, but I'm not allowed to sleep because it's sometime at 4 a.m. or something. I'm awoken, and I'm expected to gather dewdrops in a thimble. Oh, Magnus, you mean moondrops? Are you singing them? Oh, Holly, do not start with me. Some other bird with a bird brain was trying to tell me how to do it. Oh, you should always listen to the birds and animals, Magnus. They're your friends. My friends have bigger vocabularies. They can say more than tweet, tweedly deets. Well, the dewdrops in Alba's garden usually like the key of B flat major. It all depends on the type of grass. Watch. Sound of me, Holly, hitting a B flat. Come, spring from your leaves, each glimmering bead. Drippity, droppity, drip. See? It's like, it's easy as singing to dewdrops, Magnus. Holly, I'm not singing to Alba's front lawn. It's easy, Magnus. Well, if it's so easy, Holly, why don't you take care of it then? Okay, note, Walla. Voices hushed middle distance, and a sound of knocking at the door. Okay, Holly here. After the sound effects, I am taking a breath and singing each glimmering. Oh, my goodness, they're bringing someone in. Oh, yeah, it looks like somebody for Alba to provide some caring for. We better go check it out. Magnus, your job is to collect the dewdrops before they're gone. You need to stay here. Hey, Holly, why don't I go and you get the dewdrops? Oh, Magnus, I have to go. Remember, it's a B flat. I don't know if you ever remember that movie where they said, you better get it right or we'll be flat. But why don't you try that, Magnus? I must fly away. Okay. Like I know what a B flat is. Thanks a million. If I was to sing, it would probably be in this voice. Spring from your leaves, each glimmering bead. I can't believe this. All right, everybody, scene direction. We're going to play the opening theme of Alba Salix here. The theme of Alba Salix. And then I'll do the thing. By appointment to the king and queen, Alba Salix, royal physician, episode the second. The labors of Magnus. All right. This is the next scene. Everybody set up. It's Houses of Healing. And we'll have Alba and Holly. Okay. On stage. Thank you. Holly, there you are. It's me, Alba. Sorry, I'm late, Alba. Hello. Holly, I need the Silver Star ointment. And then the quick knitters, and then a pile of, then a grabber. I need to do a little bit of grabbing. The most softest caring grabber you have. You got it. Let me open some doors here and some cabinets. All right, we've got someone here who really needs our help, Holly. They're resting now, but we're going to do our best to help him. Wait, I know. Alba, I know who that is. Isn't that Jerome? He's been in here before. Yeah, he's been in here before, and before that as well. He had a little sneezy poo, and then the day before that. Oh yeah, didn't he step on a crack and came in and said, I stepped on a crack. Do I need to be concerned about my mother or anything else. He must be quite unlucky. Well, Holly, you do have to wonder, is he unlucky or, well, Alba, what happened this time? Apparently, just before sunrise, Jerome's son heard a commotion in the hen house, and they thought it was someone visiting the hens without permission, possibly, someone, maybe trying to collect eggs or something. And Jerome rushed in without thinking. Oh, that's funny. Made me think of a joke that he got a goose egg from a chicken. Okay, well, yeah, he was already, he wasn't doing, he's going to need some extra caring. Oh, it's Magnus here. I'm just coming in. What's going on with this guy? Is that Jerome? Anything I can do to help? This is Alba, Magnus. No, thank you. Holly, I need 7 drops of ointment. And you can put it right there where I'm pointing, at that place that needs a little bit of ointment. That ointment zone there. No problem, Alba. Thanks, Holly. This is Magnus. So is this the same Jerome that you're always going on and about under your breath, Alba, like muttering? It is. Thank you, Magnus. Well, now's your moment then, Alba. What do you mean my moment, Magnus? If you're your moment to say, hey, this is the end of our professional relationship. Magnus, this is Holly. I don't think you're in a position to tell Alba who she should choose or, to have a professional relationship with. Yeah, this is Alba, Magnus. If you remember, I had a professional relationship caring for you as well, and I chose to retain, I chose to caring first. It's not, I don't know if it's the Care Bear code, Magnus, but it's a code. Well, clearly it's different. I mean, I'm Magnus, so you knew. Caring for Magnus is like a gift that keeps on giving. Yeah, Magnus, this is Alba. We all make mistakes. Okay, let's do some dropping. Whoa. This is Magnus here. I'm very good at dropping dewdrop. I was just dropping I wasn't dropping dewdrops, but, I could do that. This is Jerome. I'm in my sleep. I'm tossing and turning. Oh, this is Holly. Don't worry, Jerome. Let me just pat your forehead here. We're sorry. See, you're patting his forehead. Holly, you're patting Jerome's. You don't pat Jerome's forehead. You pat the, not like on the top of the head, and you got to pat it more gently. No. This is Alba. I think it's something else. I think we need to observe, maybe he prefers to be this is Magnus. Maybe, Holly is the wrong person to treat him. Maybe he prefers a human versus a fairy-based being. This is Holly, Magnus. Maybe he prefers to be treated by someone who cares and versus someone like you who's so self-involved. So are you saying that, Holly, are you saying that Alba's self-involved? You shouldn't talk about Alba like that. Excuse me, you two. I'm trying to focus. This is not an expected result of our caring for Jerome. We're trying to get that salve in there, the soothing salve of soothing silver salve. Well, this is Holly. What if I make up a sanitas tincture? We could try that. No, I'm sorry, Holly. That's just not as effective. Yeah, this is Magnus, Holly. That's not as effective. This is Holly. It is effective. Thank you. Can you hand me that? This is Alba. Can you hand me that amulet hanging on the second hook? Yeah, the jingling one. Yeah, they're good. That's handed over. So the jingling one. You want me to hang this jingling amulet? You want me to hand it over while it's jingling to you, Alba? Yes, Magnus. Well, here you go, Alba. Jingle, jingle, jingle. You're welcome. Okay, moon dame clarifica me, and flourish of my hands. Hey, this is Holly. I need to talk to myself for a second. I am a good fairy and I help people. I'm a good fairy. Oh, wow. What is that? It's pretty. Okay. All right, let's deal with that area that needs salve and soothing. Holly, can you lightly touch that gently and in a caring way? Sure can, Alba. This is Holly. You got it. Magnus, I learned a technique back at the monastery of melting wood. You ever heard of that? Melting wood, like melting it just like ice. I bet you that would work in this situation. Magnus, this is Alba. I need you to stay out of the way, please. This is Magnus. My mind has power over wood. I studied this. I can make wood melt with my mind. Okay, here, take this jug. Can you go up the road to the royal stables and gather the saltpeter from under the manure pile? I'm sorry, this is Magnus. You want me to do what? Saltpeter. I want you to gather some of the saltpeter. The aging manure, fine aged manure, saltpeter. Does any of that ring a bell, Magnus? I mean, I know what you're talking about, but isn't this something Holly's better suited to handle? I need Holly's help in here, but I can do this. I'm way better at solving and soothing, and I can melt wood with my mind. Magnus, please, 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 please. Why do you think they call it saltpeter? It causes wiltage. Wiltage? Yeah, wiltage of the, like Peter-based wiltage. Peter, pumpkin eater. Could not, like all those things. Yeah. Well, that's, you're not going to, Magnus, you're just collecting the saltpeter. You're not cooking it or doing anything with it. You're not making pumpkin or pumpkin pies. Yeah, this is Holly. Come on, Magnus. I thought you could handle that. I thought you were a monk. I thought you had power over wood. Like, saltpeter, it drains the essential energy I need to perform amazing feats of dance. Okay, well, this is Alba. That's great. So get out there and shovel. Oh, my goodness. I cannot believe you two are putting me through this. My prior was right. I'm going to slam the door very loudly. Well, Magnus says you go out the door and slam it. I'll let you know you should have listened to your prior. Okay, Holly, can you bend that knee? Thank you. This is Jerome. I'm having a dream. That's good, Jerome. This is Holly. Just, we're here caring for you. Well, maybe Magnus was right. If I didn't have, this Jerome coming in here every day occupying us, we'd have so much more time. Alba, that's this Holly. That's not a very nice thing to say. Well, I don't know, Holly. I mean, man, maybe I'm just not a great person. I don't know. This is Holly. Alba, you are. You just need someone to help and keep an eye on you. All right, next we move to the stables in morning. All right, this is the sound of morning birds, distant horse snorts and whinnies, the sound of a scraping and squirrels making noise. I cannot believe between Holly and Alba trying to, man, and it does not, it just, this place smells like stable or barn. Well, hello, I'm a squirrel. Would you like to dance with yonder broom? Wait, what? I don't need any advice from squirrels. I already got some from a talking bird. Well, this is a squirrel. If you dance a turn with yonder broom, thy labors will be over soon. Okay, squirrel, go find a nut or something because I'm not dancing. I've already been through enough embarrassment today. Dance a turn with yonder broom. Squirrel, please excuse me. I'm gonna, please go, shoo, 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 fly, shoo. And the squirrel exits, making a lot of noise, but says one more time, dance a turn with yonder broom. Oh, squirrel, please give me, oh boy, now I tripped, and a heavy squelch. Oh boy, this is Magnus. I just ended up sitting down on the ground. Gross. Okay, back to the House of Healing. And Jerome is waking from sleep. Oh, Jerome's waking from sleep. All right, Jerome, this is Alba. I think this should do it. Holly here. I see Jerome's waking up. He can hear you, Alba. Okay, this is Jerome. What's going on here? Well, this is Holly. It looks like you, were you got a goose egg from were you chasing things around your, hen house? I don't know what's, going on. No. Okay, well, this is Holly. You're at the House of Healing. Try to just be rested. Be rested? What's a goose? How did I get a goose egg? Where's my goose egg? Do you remember rushing in your hen house without looking? No, I mean, I remember the moon. I remember chickens. Okay, this is Alba. Jerome, you got to sit still, please. Oh, hey, Alba, I know you. Yeah, sadly you do. Yeah, you're so nice, Alba. This is Jerome. I really appreciate all the hard work you're doing. Alba, I think he's delirious. Jerome, how many fingers am I holding up? Oh, I was dreaming of chickens, singing chickens. The sound of a door opening and squish, 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 muddy, muddy boots approaches. Jerome, Holly, he's like, I think I preferred him resting. Oh my gosh, what's that smell? Jerome, yeah? Oh my goodness, it's Magnus. This is Holly. What happened? Yeah, this is Magnus. I'm not happy, so I don't want any commentary. Magnus, Magnus, you're tracking mud everywhere. Can you go outside and wash up, please? Yeah, this is Magnus. This entire area is full of woodland creatures who kind of are giving me a hard time. I don't think they like me at all. Oh, this is Jerome. Holly here. Jerome, calm down. Alba, I think Jerome's got to go back to sleep. Okay, well, we need the moon drops for that. Magnus, do you have the moon drops? Oh, the front door bell's ringing. Someone's at the front door or at the counter. Hello, this is the Countess. Is anyone there? Oh, this is Alba. Oh, drats. I forgot. Countess Carnelia has an appointment this morning. If it's not one thing, it's 1,800 other things. This is the Countess. Hello. Huh, she sounds nice. But is that the sound of someone going through the jars? Oh, she's ridiculous. She's a friend of Parbell's, and she won't even... She only likes, I don't know, Magnus. Yeah. Magnus, we need you to go, and we need some frog kisses, so we need some frogs. Just go to the pond, grab a jug. Yeah, this is why I studied at the monastery, so I could go shovel manure to grab saltpeter and catch frogs. Magnus. Okay, how do I catch frogs anyway? What am I, like 12? It's easy. You go into the pond, you roll up your trousers, you get in, and then you make frog sounds. Oh, yeah, that sounds great, Alba. I can't wait. You want to, just Magnus, please go. I don't want to talk to you sternly because Jerome's making dreamy sounds over there. All right, I'll go. Take another jug. Make sure to be gentle with the frogs too, Magnus. If you're not gentle with the frogs, then we won't be able to get the frog kisses. Oh, frog kisses, thanks, whatever. Slamming the door again. And into reception. Hello. Ah, your ladyship, it's me, Alba. Miss Salix, good morning. Sorry to keep you waiting, Countess. How have you been? Oh, busy. You know how it is, the life of a patron and philanthropist. Of course, that reminds me, the Queen suggested you might be inclined to make a small donation to the House of Healing. Oh, this is the Countess. I mean, I'll have to discuss it with my bookkeeper. I'm reorganizing my giving portfolio, you see. I've been so busy, dreadfully busy of late. Yeah, I know. All those salons you go to, Countess, and the parties, they must really be tiring. Oh, you have no idea. It's taking a terrible toll, Miss Salix. I mean, just look. My hands, my face. You look fine to me, Countess. Oh, no. Things look fine. But, I have a specialist. They've told me something about plata plaja or something. Oh, really, Countess? You don't say. Yeah, and then I'm under-kissed by frogs. I recently got my results back. Under-kissed by frogs, Alba. Of course you are, Countess. So I think I need some more frogs, the kissing kind. Okay, well, my assistant is out fetching you some frogs right now, the kissing kind. Did you, what about the tincture I gave you? Oh, my goodness, that was pink. It was, it did not smell delectable, Alba. I found it unacceptable. Well, I prepared the tincture just for you, Countess. I tried, Alba, but I couldn't do it. So you'll kiss frogs, but you don't want to have like a herbal tincture. Miss Salix, isn't there anything else? Aren't there any other options? Maybe toad kisses? Toad kisses. Yes, Countess. All right, back at the frog pond. Birds are singing, water splashing. Holy mackerel. I should have stayed at the monastery, Magnus. How am I going to get this? I got to get some... Come here, frog. Come on, please. Come on, froggy. Please don't make me get back in the swamp. Okay, anyone who's listening, I will dance or sing, whatever, as long as I don't have to go back in the pond. Any friends from the animal kingdom listening? Never there when you need them. Living on nuts and berries, they're laughing at us. Oh, there's bird sounds. Yeah, this is a bird. Squirrel, can you hear me? I'm gonna, this'll fix them. What's in the vial? Well, it's from Alba's pantry. You'll see. Hello, human child. This is a bird speaking. Oh, hey, Mr. Bird. Sorry about that earlier. Don't worry about it. I'm a bird. My feelings aren't hurt by humans' comments. Any tips on collecting kissing frogs? I only caught one so far. Oh, one is all you need. One frog kiss is all you need to attract more kisses. I'm sorry. I'm collecting kissing frogs, not kissing frogs. Thank you. Oh, well, I have a special attractant, that I could give you. It's a very powerful frog pheromone. Hard to say frog pheromone, but it's not. Wait, aren't you supposed to sing and rhyme, bird? This is Magnus wondering. Sometimes us birds, we've got to improvise, break loose, diversify. You might say, here, take it. It says it's Drake's jelly. What's Drake's jelly? Why is that squirrel giggling? Oh, this is a squirrel. I'm giggling. Oh, no, you didn't. Excuse me, Magnus. This is the bird. Squirrel, could you please be quiet? As I said, Magnus, this is a frog pheromone. It's a frog attractant. Wait, it attracts frogs? Yes, it does. Something like that. All right, it's better than singing or dancing. How do you know all this stuff anyway if you're a bird? You learn a lot when you hang around with Alba. Well, hey, this frog seems to like it. All right, I got to go. Nests to build, bird songs to sing. Wait a second. The frog seems to be growing here. See you later. This is the bird leaving. All right, thanks, bird. Thanks for the tip. Wait a second. This frog keeps growing. Wait a second, bird. What is going on? It's getting larger and larger and larger. Oh, dear. Alba is not going to like this. Back at the House of Healing. Alba, this is the Countess. As I said, plasia for plasia. I want to be clear of that up. I want to make sure I don't have phlagioplasia. That's not even a thing, your ladyship. I know what I know, Alba. I'm the one who has plagia faplasia. Your ladyship, you're not showing any, I have no signs. Oh, this is Holly. Hello, Countess. I just wanted to let you know, Alba, Jerome is resting. Thanks, Holly. Can you go check out Magnus, please? Will do. You know, my color specialist, the Countess color specialist was telling me I should be taking moose mint leaf. Huh, well, I don't know, but I don't suppose it could do any, could you please provide me with some moose mint leaf in that case? Countess, why are you coming, if you have so many experts at your fingertips, why are you coming to me for advice? Well, you are the royal physician appointed by the king himself. So this has nothing to do with the fact that treatment at the House of Healing is paid for by the king himself? I have no idea what you're insinuating, Alba. I'm sure you don't. So do you have any moose mints? I mean, I could take all of it if you wish. No, I don't have any moose mints. Well, there's so much for nationalized medicine then. Well, this is Alba. Do you even, but that's, you don't pay, you don't, where are my kissing frogs, Alba? And out at the garden, Magnus is, hey, Holly, hey, Magnus, how'd you do with the kissing frogs? Good. Well, okay, so this is a hypothetical question, Holly, I'm going to lay on you. Go ahead, Magnus. If you were going to shrink something, like with magic, you had to shrink something down, what would you do? Is this about the saltpeter? No, it's about the, I mean, it's like basic magic concepts, you know, I'm trying to learn, be an apprentice. Magnus, did you know fibbing causes acne? I'm not fibbing. Magnus, what did you do? Is it the kissing frogs? No, and don't just ignore that giant, deep frog sound. Well, maybe. Well, Magnus, just tell me what happened. Okay, it wasn't me, it was the bird. Okay, let me see that jug. No, don't open it. Whoa, that is one big frog. You put the lid back on. Magnus, what did you do? It was the bird. He told me to feed the frogs. Well, he said there's something about Drake's jelly. It was a frog pheromone. Oh, goodness. You don't know what Drake's jelly is, do you? Green stuff with frog pheromones? No, it's where baby dragons come from. What? Well, it's like, it's tough to explain, but, you know, it has to do with the process and the circle of, wait, did you say dragons? Yeah, it's kind of like a kissing frog would become a kissing dragon, but only if it's in contact with Drake's jelly. And where's Drake's jelly come from? From dragons. It comes out of these dragon glands. Wait, dragons are real? Yeah, the dragon, you know, dragons are real, really big too. Even better. Oh, here comes somebody. Oh, it's Alba. Uh-oh. Magnus, this is Alba. What's taking so long? Oh, hi, Alba. It's Magnus. Please tell me you've got some kissing frogs, Magnus. Well, as a matter of fact, right in this jug, I have some kissing frogs, but I'm not sure if I got enough. I think I'm going to go back and get some more. This is Holly. I think Magnus has something to tell you, Alba. Don't you, Magnus? Well, okay, go ahead, Magnus. Oh, no, the Countess is running out of my office with Jerome behind her. This is the Countess. Jerome is pretending to be a puppy and running around barking. Yeah, this is Jerome. I'm barking like a puppy. Oh, dear. Okay. And now I get Toby. What are you doing here? This person is a puppy. What, please, I'm here for kissing frogs, not sniffing puppies. Okay, Toby. Please leave, here. Come here. Sorry, Countess. It's just Toby. He kind of just shows up here every once in a while. Woofy woof woof. Well, I'm not a fan of puppies. I'm only a fan of kissing frogs. Okay, Toby, go back. Go sniff some trees. Okay. Well, you can all. This is the Countess. I will not be donating any money here. Oh, well, this is Alba. Is that my jug of kissing frogs? Well, this is, this jug, this is Magnus. I'm not sure about this jug's structural integrity. You know what? This is Alba. My teeth are, just give her the jug with the kissing frogs and let's just call it a day. This is Holly. Alba, that's not a good idea. I will take the jug of kissing frogs and be on my way. Honestly. All right, Countess, there you are. So lovely to see you again, your ladyship. That's not so fast. I need to check my kissing frogs. This is Magnus. No, you don't need to. No. This is Holly. Please don't open the jug right this moment. Honest, you don't need to open the jug. There's lots of frogs in there. I'm supposed to believe you, Magnus. You look like you've been making mud pies all day. It's just a really hard stopper to put back in. Yeah, this is Alba. Countess, you have your kissing frogs. Why don't you have a lovely day? Hope you feel better soon. Bye-bye. What is going on here? Nothing's going on. It's just that the frogs, they're sleeping, so please don't wake them up. Oh, for goodness gracious. This is Holly. You know what? You can't have that jug. There's a kissing dragon in there. This is Alba. Holly, what are you doing? There's no kissing dragon. Yeah, this is the Countess. I've never heard such words in my life. Kissing dragon. Yeah, Holly, this is Magnus. What rubbish. But no, seriously, Countess, I'd wait till you get home. And, oh boy, the Countess just dropped the jug. Don't open it. Magnus, this is Alba expressing my displeasure. It's not my fault. That is a kissing dragon. It's kissing oh, it's so beautiful. This is Holly. Look at the beautiful kissing dragon. Magnus, what have you done now? I deny everything. Okay, everyone back up. I'm going to have to deal with this. Oh, the kissing dragon continues to grow. Oh, Holly, this is Holly. Oh, dragony poo. Who's a good little dragon? This is the Countess. I will not be kissed by a kissing dragon. I'm not. Okay, everybody. Kissing dragon, this is Alba. I think we should call the dragon Langley. Well, dragon, I guess you're too young to understand what I'm saying, but we're your friends, but we're not here to be kissed. So we're just gonna, get out of your way here. The Countess is not happy. I don't think the kissing dragon's happy either, Alba. Okay, this is Alba. So much for diplomacy. I think this is Magnus. I think I could do a dance-off with the kissing dragon if you want me to. This is Holly. Magnus, you are not dancing off with Langley. Yeah, Langley's confused, Magnus. This is the Countess. I do not like kissing dragons. Your ladyship, please calm down. Alba, this is the Countess. You need to do something then. Okay, everybody, we're escalating the situation. This is Holly. Kissing dragon, we're not here to escalate anything. Oh, goodness. This is the Countess. I cannot deal with this. Okay. Everybody relax. Auri, somni, oculus, implebunt, and magic flourish. Wait a second. This is Magnus. What did that do? Well, I guess a sleeping spell does not work on kissing dragons. Oh, this is the Countess. I'm so sleepy. Well, it worked on the Countess at least. All right, now listen up, Langley. That's Countess Cornelia. She's the Queen's best friend, so no kissing the Queen's best friend. This is Holly. Alba, let me handle it. Langley, come on, let's go down to the seaside and maybe you can kiss the water. Kiss the sea. Langley, please listen. If only, if only you listen to me, I had my dance shoes. I could dance off with this dragon. Okay, Magnus, leave it. Holly, quit trying to pet the kissing dragon. Listen, Holly, you're the only one that can fly. Oh, here comes Jerome as a dog. Oh, boy. Woof, woof. Okay, here comes the puppy. Toby, please be careful. Man, that is one strange-looking puppy. Okay, Holly, now. While the dragon is distracted by Toby Jerome, go get the glass wand and the duckweed pollen. Oh, duckweed pollen, of course. That's a great idea, Alba. Okay, go now. Okay. I'm Jerome, Toby the puppy. Woof, woof, woof. Okay, yeah, keep leading them on. That's it, if you don't mind me. Magnus, what are you doing? I'm going to dance this kissing dragon right out of our hair, Alba. Okay, that's not helping. Is that the sound of you dancing, Magnus? Magnus, yep. Let me do a little bit of this, now a little bit of that. Oh, yeah. Is that the sound of the dragon? The dragon's wetting its lips to kiss you, Magnus. Oh, no, please don't kiss me. Please don't kiss me. Puppity, puppity, poo. Woof. Good boy. Good job, Toby. Good job. Woofity, woof. Okay, please, no kissing. The dragon's like sniffing me right now, Alba. Okay, close enough. Oh, it's Ollie, I'm back. They do grow up so fast. He's only been a dragon for 15 minutes, and he's already sniffing Magnus. Okay, dragon, could you watch out for my roof, please? Alba, can you hurry up? This dragon's drooling on me. Woofity woof. I didn't know you had a dog, Alba. Oh, no, that's not my dog. Toby's not mine. Toby just shows up every few weeks. Oh, look. The dragon likes you, Magnus. He wants you to rub its tummy. Oh, no, that's a dog. Oh, the dog likes you, Alba. It wants you to rub its tummy. Yeah, it's a nice dog. Good, Toby. It's kind of like a funny build, though, even though we've already said it's like just like Jerome. Alba, is it Jerome? No, it's like it's daytime. It can't be Jerome turned into a puppy. Although I've never seen him during the day before. Okay, could you please hurry up with the dragon, please? All right, I guess we got to go deal with the Langley. Okay. Is the duckweed pollen for a shrinking spell? Yeah, exactly. I need you to fly up there, sprinkle the pollen on the dragon's back, tap him 3 times with the glass wand, and say, Non est parvum vos sentio. Non est parvum vos sentio. Got it. So I'm flying up there. Hi, Langley, it's me. Stay still. Non est parvum vos sentio. Okay, nice dragon. Can we be friends, please? This is Magnus. Whoa, it's shrinking already. Holly, what did you do? Oh, boy, but it's shrinking so fast. Thanks, Holly. I thought you were going to catch me. Oh, I just caught the dragon. Now a frog. Were you worried up there, Dragony Poo? Okay, thank goodness that worked. I thought Holly was going to rescue me. Instead, she rescues the dragon frog. Yeah, it's just a dragon frog. You're a grown man, Magnus. I loathe this place. Have I mentioned that? This is the Countess. I'm waking up. What happened? Oh, your ladyship. Are you all right? What am I doing here? Oh, you fall asleep, Countess. I had a dream. I had a dream of a kissing dragon. Yeah, that sounds terrible, Countess. Sounds like a dream. Oh, yes, it was a dream. Oh, no, it's that puppy that keeps trying to... Please, get this puppy away from me. Okay, Toby, go inside, please. All right, I got to get this kissing dragon frog back to the seaside before it grows again. All right, thanks, Holly. Can you take him north of the Cape if you have time? Come on, Langley, let's go to the beach. Okay, well, that turned out okay. Magnus. Yes, ma'am. How exactly did the kissing frog come in contact with Drake's jelly? It wasn't my fault. It was a bird that didn't like me. It gave me this is my bottle from my pantry. Yeah, she must have come through the window, which Holly still hasn't fixed. A bird stole it? Is that the best you could come up with? No, I mean, I'd never even heard of Drake's jelly. The bird said it would make them multiply. It was like a frog pheromone. Wait, you lived at a dragon monastery and you never knew that dragons and Drake's jelly were related? No one ever had that talk with me. It's not like it comes up a lot in day-to-day conversation. I suppose not. Where'd the puppy go? Oh, well, he never stays for long. It says there's a voice calling him down the road. Oh, it's Jerome again. Maybe you didn't notice that I was the puppy. And where am I? Jerome, what are you doing out here? Put on some clothes. Okay. You smeared all the ointment we put on you too, Jerome. I'm sorry, Alba. Magnus, could you clean up all those roof tiles? Yeah, I suppose. Oh boy, now my back aches again. Huh, this is rabbits. Hello, Magnus. Wait, you were talking rabbit? Let the tiles fall where they may, Magnus, except for one. Smash it well. Okay, well, I'm not taking any advice from a rabbit. Hit the road. Oh, boy, I'm chasing the rabbit. Oh, I just broke one of Alba's flower pots. Magnus. Sorry, Alba. And that's the end of episode 2 of Alba Salix. Good night and sleep well, everybody. All right, I want to thank everybody that recently joined Sleep With Me Plus or moved over from Patreon. Teresa, Michael, and Kazona, thank you, thanks, and good night. John, Daniel, and Ruth, thank you, thanks, and good night. Umberto, Julie, and Thomas, thank you, thanks, and good night. Iona, Leah, and Mark, thank you, thanks, and good night. Charlie, Julianne, and Cynthia, thank you, thanks, and good night. Stephen, Marissa, and Ethan, thank you, thanks, and good night. Jenny, Mark, and Alex, thank you, thanks, and good night. Hunter, Greg, and Catherine, thanks, and good night. Bella, Neil, and Louisa, thank you, thanks, and good night. Leonardo, Anala, and Julianne, thank you, thanks, and good night. Thanks for everybody who supports the show directly on Sleep With Me Plus or on Apple Podcasts or did in the past on Patreon. And thanks everybody that supports the sponsors or is part of the referral program. Free way to support the show. Couldn't do without all of you. I love being able to put you to sleep. If you're still listening, plenty of other episodes. I'm going to do some thank yous, but you could queue up another episode too. Thanks and good night. Support for Sleep With Me comes from Odoo. If you feel like you're wasting your time and money with your current business software or just want to know what you could be missing, then you need to join the millions of other users who switched to Odoo. Odoo is the affordable all-in-one management software with a library of fully integrated business applications that help you get more done in less time for a fraction of the price. To learn more, visit odoo.com/with me. That's odoo.com/with me. Odoo, modern management made simple. All right, everybody, it is time to talk about the mattress I sleep in nightly. And tonight's sponsor, Helix. Helix Sleep. Take that quiz at helixsleep.com/sleep. And oh, how do I love my Helix. And not only do I love my Helix, my family members love their Helix. I just stayed at a family member's house, and I saw my nephew Daniel had a Helix. I believe his parents have a Helix Sleep too. So it's just so refreshing to know that I'm not the only one enjoying sleeping on mine. But each one of us is different, right? And that's why Helix offers 20 unique mattresses, including the award-winning Luxe Collection and the newly released Helix Elite Collection. There's mattresses for big and tall sleepers, even a mattress made just for kids. And the way you know which mattress is going to be best for you, the way you sleep, and your body is to take the Helix Sleep Quiz and find your perfect mattress in under 2 minutes. That's helixsleep.com/sleep. That personalized mattress is shipped straight to your door free of charge. And Helix knows you want to get to know your mattress, right? And you get to sleep on it in your own home. They offer a 100-night trial and a 10 to 15-year warranty to try out your new Helix mattress. And since everybody's unique and everyone sleeps differently, Helix has different mattress models to choose from, designed for specific sleep positions and feel preferences. There's models with memory foam for pressure relief if you sleep on your side, responsive foam to cradle your body if you're a stomach or back sleeper. And way back when I took that Helix Sleep Quiz, I got matched with the Helix Dusk. I chose the Helix Dusk Luxe. I sleep on my stomach. I sleep on my side. I like to be cool. I love this mattress. Anytime I travel, I'm counting the days to get home and get in my Helix bed. And Helix is offering up to 30% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/sleep. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now. That's helixsleep.com/sleep. Thanks, everybody.